Peace, power, and protection. Thank you so much for tuning and tapping in to Higher Frequencies First EyE VisionZ portal. It has been such a long time since I've connected with you all via the videos. As I've communicated with you all, I've been having a lot of technical issues on my end. Hasn't even been Mercury retrograde. It hasn't even officially hit, and I've had a lot of computer issues. My computer hard drive crashed completely. Last week my cell phone glitched on me. It did not turn on for like 4 or 5 days. I thought my battery was fried, and then it just turned on miraculously one day. So there's been a lot of little crazy things. My car lights, the indicators lights were, died. It was just so many different things. My son's phone fried. But we are here. So I will you all a bliss. I will everybody is feeling amazing, grounded, balanced, and in alignment, even with all of this crazy energy. As you all know, we just had the 8/8 portal, that Lionsgate, yesterday. I sent out, a couple of posts to, give you a couple of tips on how to navigate the energy, as well as, just reminding some of you all to utilize that energy as well to your benefit, because that was a very amazing time, poignant time to really, manifest your desires. So I will that you all were utilizing that energy and still utilizing it, because you can continue to utilize that energy. I believe the portal closes on the 17th, and so it would behoove you to utilize this energy, manifest what you desire. I will you all a good. Everything is good. I'm feeling really, I feel better. I wasn't really feeling very grounded because of it was just a lot of chaotic energy coming into the month of August. That day, August 1st, was just very, very chaotic. And so, me, I don't like to do readings if my energy isn't right, because I don't want anything I'm going through to spill over into the readings for the collective. So I like to, ground my energy, get myself in order, get myself balanced before I provide readings. And I'm definitely feeling very sound right now. I feel really good. I feel good energy right now. Like, I really feel a lot of positive energy that's coming through for Scorpios. I will that you all are also feeling that. I don't know if some of you all have also experienced some of those little hiccups that Mercury retrograde brings, even though officially it hasn't hit. You do feel the effects 2 weeks leading up to, that retrograde energy. And you will also feel it lingering, that residual energy 2 weeks afterwards. So I'm definitely getting, I've received, I feel like, the I guess you could say I received the worst of it. And I feel like now things are kind of like, kind of smoothing out, so to speak. So that is why we are here, about to delve in. I want to do the dark matter series, even though I'm not going to, literally make it dark, because that's why I call it the dark matter series. But I do want to see what's lingering. I do feel like it's very important to capture the energy that might be lingering, especially with this 8/8. That 8 deals with karma. What goes around comes back around. So, I really want to see what is kind of lurking in the background. And what's hidden, ultimately. So we're going to take a deep dive. This is going to be a deep dive. I'm giving you a forewarning. I will proceed with a follow-up reading, which will be a shorter reading for some of you who prefer those shorter readings. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to provide readings for all of the other signs. I do want to start getting other signs acclimated with the channel. I don't want to just solely focus on Scorpio energy, even though you guys are always going to get, the deep dive plus the plus the short readings. I'm going to just give, just a little quick download for the rest of the signs, 20-30 minutes, just to break it down for sake. Welcome to anyone that may be new. Thank you so much for tuning in and tapping in. To all of my beloveds that are returning, you already know what it is. Love is love is love. We're going to dive right in. I don't want to do too much talking, but before we do, let's go ahead and do some house cleaning. Ashe. I call upon the elements of water, fire, earth, air, ether, and spirit. Ashe. I ask our beautiful angels, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, spirit guides, deities, animal totems, earth, Mother Gaia, universe, source, the divine, Most High God, our creator, to shine a powerful, powerful message of love and of light. I call personally upon Baba Obatala, Mama Oya, and Baba Ogun to bless me with the intuition and discernment of my cards. Help me to pick up on the energy, number, synchronicity, and vibrations of my cards. And so it is. So mote it be. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, so let's see what time we have on the Klizak. It is currently 9:49. I don't know if you can see that, 9:49. So that breaks down to 4. And 4 is the number of the heart chakra. 4 is also associated with the Emperor in traditional tarot, one of the major arcana cards. So some of you all could be dealing with a masculine energy. Some of my masculines could be tuning and tapping in. Maybe there is a situation which is concerning matters of the heart. I am feeling a sense of perhaps you could be, coming into a very sound, solid connection, partnership, loveship. That 4 is also the vibration of 1111, which is connected to or associated with the twin flame, soulmate, cosmic companion union. This could really speak to building. Maybe you're building your brand. Maybe you are working on some ideas, a business idea. Maybe you are building your portfolio for a business. Maybe you're rebranding. That Emperor is really an energy of, power. That's that divine masculine energy. So you could be building, that's entrepreneurship. So maybe you're turning your thoughts into reality, or you've already done so, and something is materializing. I get a sense of stability and security. I also feel a sense of fulfillment emotionally. You may have come through some really difficult times with a divine masculine, but it's like now you're in a state of recovery, or you've recuperated, you've rejuvenated your spirit. If you are a feminine energy, if you are a masculine, you are in your power right now. You are owning it, and you could be really like on that vibration of really mastering something is very successful for you. Something that you have achieved is due in part to your hard work. So now you have this sense of stability. I'm also hearing the word solidarity as well. So I don't know if you may have come into a union, or maybe there is a union that you will come into, and there will be this strong sense of solidarity. The two of you will, really build one another up. This is a really beautiful love ship, or love dynamic, or union, partnership, alliance, collaborating with another person. But we're going to tap in and see what's coming in, going on with the beautiful Soul Tribe. It is currently 9:52 as we are going to see what song is playing on the playlist. So that's now 7. So I do feel like there's a sense of like you moving forward, maybe being more assertive, now that you're in this energy of like that divine masculine. He knows his worth, his value. He's also a creative. He births new ideas, new ways of thinking, the same as that divine feminine. So this is a sense of maybe even, some sort of promotion, a pay increase, bonuses, because that masculine and that divine feminine, if you're an emperor or an empress, it's like you make things happen. You don't sit around and wait for something to happen. You're actually making something happen. So it's showing that, you're asserting yourself with that number 7. 7 and 4 reduces to 11. So that is a power number. That is, a master number. So that does speak to something that you have achieved. You know, this is like your hard work or your work paying off, your good deeds paying off, the seeds that you've sowed in the past, the efforts that you have made, they are now bringing forth some sort of abundance or some sort of answer to a prayer. Your angels and your guides are absolutely around you. Some of you could be seeing 1111 a lot. Some of you could be picking up on a lot of downloads, because that 11 brings, it's like the vibration of a portal. It's two pillars, so you could be getting a lot of divine downloads, interventions. Maybe you're having some very lucid dreams. Maybe some of you all are keeping dream journals and you're starting to kind of put the pieces together. Things are starting to make sense. I'm hearing your antennas are up, so maybe you are highly intuitive right now, or your intuition has been amplified. Some of you all could have been really, maybe you've been focused on like your hair care, like really, being more natural, not putting as much chemicals in your hair. If you are, someone who wore a lot of weaves or did a lot of, used a lot of chemical-based products, maybe you're kind of standing clear from that, and that's what's helping you to really pick up on some divine downloads, because people don't realize like your hair is your antenna, especially melanated folks. That's why we have that coiled hair. It literally is, it's coiled, just like, when you think of like the spinal cord, or you think of that, how do you say, it's on the tip of my tongue, but it's like, I'm getting a sense of just major downloads. Some of you all can be getting major downloads, divine interventions. What we have playing on the playlist is we have, this is Aaliyah, and this is called At Your Best. And this is, let me turn it down before I get a strizike. So this is like the remix featuring R. Kelly. And so like with At Your Best, I do feel like, as I said, like you've kind of leveled up, graduated, especially with that number 4. That speaks to stability. That speaks to being very solid, being very sturdy, and also like you have put yourself in a position where you have persevered through certain circumstances from the past. You've recovered, you've rejuvenated, you've recuperated even. So let's tap in. Let's see what we got coming and going on with the Numerology deck. Beautiful souls. So what we have on the bottom of the deck, we got number 7. And remember, we just saw 7, 952. So 7 is, that's the number of the crown chakra. That's also the number of the chariot. So I do feel like now there's a sense of you being more confident, more, wise. You're wiser. You're definitely more courageous. So you're asserting yourself. You're standing more erect. It's like you know your worth, you're standing your ground, you're speaking your truth. And this is due in part to the lessons that you have learned with At Your Best playing by Aaliyah. Aaliyah means highest, most exalted one. So I do feel like, again, that is just showing how you all have like ascended or have graduated or elevated to a, to this space of self-mastery. Like you've learned valuable lessons, and you're now applying what you've learned, and you're now exuding this confidence, this regalness, this royalty, this royalness. It's like your highness energy. It's like people can see the God in you, see the goddess in you. People see that you've grown. You also see it. This is a solid purple card, and purple is associated with the crown. So you are seen as very wise. You are also seen as someone who's very, very psychic, very in tune, very tapped in. I'm also getting a sense of like clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient. Some of you could be clairaudient, such as myself. That's why I use music. For those of you that may be new, I didn't say my spiel, but I am clairaudient. I am path, and I'm also intuitive reader, so I do use music when I do my readings. And the way that it works, the name of the song, lyrics within the song, name of the artist, it will all correlate to what the cards may be showing, as well as what I may be channeling intuitively, and it all blends together. So that's why my spiel here is eat the fish, spit out the bones. If the reading doesn't apply, just let it go, let it flow, let it fly by. Do not try to force anything to be your story, okay? So with this purple, I am getting a sense of you all being very, very psychically in tune, very intuitive, like I said, clairaudient, clairvoyant, or just very, very sensitive, when it comes to energy. It's like you trust your gumption. You've learned to trust your own intuition, or to use discernment. This is something that you've learned to do, because maybe in the past you didn't do it, but now you've reached that level of self-mastery to only trust your own intuition, and to not go against what you feel. Maybe in the past you would give people the benefit of the doubt, or you would be more so trying to be accommodating or appeasing to other people, so as to keep the peace, or just to, because that's genuinely, like, when a Scorpio loves you, it's not so much that you look beyond the flaws. It's just like you're treating people the way that you see yourself. You can only operate and function from your own vantage point, and because you're always authentic and genuine with others, you ignorantly, and I will use that word because that's what it is. It's not to call you ignorant, but it's to really say that it's like blind ignorance. You blindly trusted people that showed you things that made you question, but because you couldn't see yourself doing things with malice and contempt in your heart, you unfortunately assumed others would treat you with the same respect, and that simply wasn't the case. So you may have learned the hard way that you can't trust everyone, and to never go against your own intuition, because you could have picked up on your spidey senses was definitely going through the roof, I'm getting a sense of, but you ignored those things because you wanted to trust that people were telling you the truth, or you wanted to believe what was being said to you, but you was kind of going against what your energy, what these individuals' energy was showing you, what their actions were showing, and that was because that's just that's the kindness that you were exuding. But you can no longer be ignorant or blind to the facts that are shown to you, because things were hidden right in plain sight. So with this 7 personal growth, I feel like you've learned and grown to really trust your own intuition now, and to not go by other people's words. What we have now is optimistic. So I do feel like you've learned to be more trusting, to be more to walk more in faith and not by sight. So, that optimism that, there is brighter days ahead is what kept you going. And that's how you were able to persevere, because that 4 that we opened up the reading with is really, to me, showing that there had to be some level of like ownership for what may have occurred, and that's because maybe you went against your own intuition and you chose to trust people's words over your own intuition, or trust people's words over using discernment in those situations. But I do feel like even with circumstances that may have been disheartening or disappointing, it's like you persevered through all of that, you recovered, and now this is where you are. You have reached this level of self-mastery where you've grown from those situations, and we got the 19 pride. So your pride and your ego could have also played a part in this. Maybe not asking for help when you needed to, maybe not delegating when it was necessary to, but this ego and this pride is showing that you are kind of like just being more more receptive, more open to opportunities, or to receive. When you're closed off and you're hard-headed or stubborn, it's like you can't grow, because it's like it stunts your growth, because you're not opening yourself up to receive new information, or to receive correction. But this is showing that there is an ego death of some sort, and this ego death leads to a new beginning. And it could have been something that was very disheartening or disappointing, as I said, because that 10 is like an ending. It's like a death. 10s always denote some sort of painful ending, or a loss, or a karmic completion. There were many lessons learned, but through these lessons, you've grown, you've matured, you've ascended, you've elevated ultimately. So that's beautiful. And these are both purple cards. So again, learning to trust your own intuition. The 7 in this one also reduces to 8. And as I said, that 8 is associated with karma, because what goes around comes back around, but it's also associated with strength. So it's like whatever doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. So you've learned to trust your own intuition now. And as I said, this helped you to become wiser. It helped you become stronger. It helped you become more courageous, more assertive, to assert yourself, stand your ground. So that's beautiful. So divine spirit of peace, power, and protection. What messages do you have for my beloved Scorpios? Let me get a message of peace, power, and protection for my beloved Scorpio spirit. What messages do you have for my beloved Scorpios? Get a message of peace, power, and protection, spirit. So with that optimistic, that's like walking in faith, not by sight. Sending up those prayers and petitions and your angels. As I said, I felt like your angels were around you. I felt like your angels were there. Like your angels are giving you an opportunity, to see the bigger picture, to let you know that they're with you, like whatever your needs were, it's like they were going to, or they are going to provide you with everything you need. And it's because of your optimism. When you're pessimistic and you're doubtful, and you're just in a negative space, you're in that spirit of lack, you can't attract, you can't draw in, you can't manifest in that energy. And I feel like you've learned to, through the thick of things, through, the darkest times, you maintained that hope, that optimism. And you also took onus for the parts you may have played, because you were able to see the bigger picture once the smoke cleared, once the dust settled. So that's powerful. So what we have on the bottom of the deck, we have this physical activity. That's the number 67, which is 13. So this shows that there was absolutely a death. The 13 is associated with the death card, and the death is just merely speaking to your transformation, a startling metamorphosis, emerging someone completely new. That 13 also reduces to 4, which is what we opened up the reading with. So that 4 is showing that there was recovery, and you took your power back, because this is showing that you were very instrumental in your own healing process, in your growth, in this transformation. Even though there was, as I said, some sort of death or some sort of ending of a situation, even in love, maybe someone was not making any effort, and this is what led to some sort of demise of relationship. But this also led to you coming back into harmony with yourself. It led to you learning to love yourself better, to love yourself right, to treat yourself better, to prioritize you. And through you taking that time to recover and to recuperate, this helped you to, as I said, start to take onus and accountability and even responsibility for what may have occurred. You took some time to really work on you. You didn't jump right into another relationship after, that last love ship failed, after the demise. It's like you really took the time to heal. I'm getting a sense of you being very much emotionally intelligent. You were emotionally intelligent enough to know that there was some healing that was necessary. And through this healing process, it led to you learning to love yourself. Loving yourself is always more attractive. Loving yourself also is an inside job. And I do feel like maybe when you were in a relationship, you realized that it wasn't one based off of love, but maybe something that was based off of, what is, it was a relationship based off of perhaps superficialities, just maybe perhaps material. Maybe it was money. Maybe it was just, feeling stuck or obligated to a situation. What we have playing right now is we have heart, and this is called Barracuda. And so I do feel like, with heart, I heard like with this, someone that you were with, it's like they were definitely very sneaky. This is someone that definitely you gave your heart to, because as I said, that 13 reduces to 4, but this also taught you valuable lessons, to not get caught up in your emotions. You can never love someone more than they love you, because what happens is it's like you always will end up with the short end of the stick. And I feel like you may have loved someone more than they loved you, and they knew that. I feel who and what you're attracting to you. It says compassion. Whenever I see double numbers, I always feel like that's you attracting someone that's made in your likeness, someone that's similar, someone that's, has some sort of likeness, or there's a like-minded individual. With this compassion, compassion is really about, being very empathic, being very non-judgmental and very forgiving. So maybe you're attracting someone, and this 9 is showing that there's this sense of being very guarded, very protective, and having boundaries set. And these boundaries are due in part to, the disappointment that you have experienced in your past, and not just being, all willy-nilly and letting anybody and everybody into your safe space. So with this compassion card, I do feel like, especially with Barracuda, it's like you've learned from the past, the people you've given your heart to, because this was heart. And Barracuda is like a big fish with sharp teeth. So I feel like you know now to not, allow yourself to get, to get so lost in love, to not allow someone to, just say things that they don't really mean. It's like you're now more, you're more suspicious of people, or you look for the red flags, I should say. There's more of that that effort to see beyond the veil, or see beyond what someone is kind of showing you. It's like you're looking for red flags. You're trusting what you're feeling in that initial conversation, or in that initial meet, or that initial introduction. Because everyone, when you first meet people, even in the dating scene, you're always meeting someone's representative first and foremost. And it's only when someone really feels comfortable with you, when they start to kind of let the walls down. But it's like you're checking beyond that. It's like everybody has this representative that they want to display, and you're like, you don't want to meet anybody with a representative. You want somebody that's just going to be, real from the jump, real from the gate, because that's what you're presenting. And so with this 9-9 compassion, I feel like you may meet someone that is definitely on the same frequency and vibration, who's experienced similar things, who's gone through similar life lessons. With that 4, this is also 4. This could be a divine masculine as well. That Emperor is the number 4. And this could be someone that will be very... they will emote, they will be very expressive, they will be very intentional, because when a divine masculine, when an emperor, or even a divine feminine, when they are interested, they don't hold back. They go for what they want, because they're very confident, and so they take action. They're not shy, meek, and just passive. They go after what they want. Hence that 7. That was a very assertive energy that was coming out of the out as well. So I was getting that, that someone was very, very, very confident now. So let's tap in. So who or what is our beloved Scorpios attracting to them? Thank you, Spirit. And we have this beautiful happy ending on the bottom of the deck. So that's beautiful. So this does show, as I said, that you're coming into a happier time. You're coming into a time where it's like you've earned this. Whatever this is, this new beginning, whatever this fresh start is, whatever good news may be coming in, whatever new opportunities are presenting themselves, this is leading to your emotional fulfillment, financial fulfillment, your joy, your peace. And it's because it's what you have earned. It's what you've worked for. With this, you gotta believe. Mary J. Blige. You could be dealing with someone named Mary J. or Blige, first, middle, or last name. But it's like you believed in yourself. As I said, you walked in faith, not by sight, and you maintained that optimism, that hope. You could have prayed a lot to your angels, your ancestors. You definitely were, putting those knees to the ground. You were definitely calling on your guides, calling on your angels for their assistance, for their guidance. And I feel like with you believing in yourself and with that at your best, it's like that's what led to this, that's what's leading and that's what's led to this happy ending, is because you have really learned to love yourself. What we have that flew out is you have 14. This is moderation. So there's someone that could be communicating, because I was also getting, maybe there's some communication that could be coming in, that could be a part of the physical activities, like somebody may reach out to you, some of that could have been holding on to you as well. With this 14, I feel someone has also matured and has made some changes. They've grown, because I'm getting that with the green. I feel like someone has had to heal themselves, heal their heart. They had to heal from past wounds and traumas, or from childhood traumas, or from familial traumas. Maybe they had to heal from maybe even mommy daddy issues. Maybe a first love could have really traumatized someone or hurt someone to the core, and they had to learn to recover. They had to heal from that. Maybe this is your energy, but I do feel like there's a change. 5 is also associated with the Hierophant, so there is a sense of like someone really really taking that time to learn, taking the time to really hone skills, gifts, talents, even research, read, sitting at the feet of an elder, asking for advice, speaking to a maternal or paternal figure, a matriarch or patriarch of the family, going to a master teacher, a pastor, a preacher, a shaman, a healer, a light worker, speaking to someone that could really help them to get grounded, or receive some very sound advice. And that could have given them some sort of epiphany, a grand epiphany, or maybe just sparked change in their own mind. Maybe this is what's led to someone wanting to now make a change, because this 67 is 13, that's 4, and this 14 is 5, so this reduces to 9, and 9 is the highest number of change. I feel there's also a sense of like maybe a wish fulfillment, because I'm seeing like the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. So you all have been single for quite some time, and I feel that speaks very highly to those of you who have been doing the work. You didn't just rush right into another relationship, or rush right onto the dating scene after some sort of betrayal, or someone deceiving you, or someone that you were in a long-term relationship with. You didn't rush right back into another situation, because that shows that you really genuinely were invested in that relationship, that you really thought that that was going to lead to perhaps a happily ever after, and it didn't. So instead of rushing into another circumstance, I feel like you really took the time to heal, and you went into that hermit mode. You really started to go within, reflect, introspect, and just do more self-analysis, and that has led to you really discovering just how dope you are, and just what you should and shouldn't accept moving forward, because it's like you realized your worth and value. The Hermit is a wizard, so that shows why that personal growth showed up in the very beginning of the reading, because you've reached that level of self-mastery where you have healed thyself, learned to love thyself. Now you know thyself. So when you know thyself, you know your worth and value. You don't settle for anything, and that's why that 4 showed up, because the 4 is associated with the Emperor. If you're a feminine, the Empress, they know their worth and value. They don't settle. They go after what they want. They're confident. They're powerful. They're master manifestors. They're creatives. They birth new ideas and ways of thinking, new projects. They birth babies. So this is the energy that you're in. With this 9, I'm saying that you've been single for a while, but you've also had your guard up. You've been very, very mindful to maintain boundaries, to not just let anybody in. And I feel it's because it's been very helpful for you to, maintain a safe space for yourself, especially because you've been through like a very painful, circumstance. And I feel like there's been a lot of loved ones that you may have lost in these past couple of years. You may have lost friendships. You may have lost, loves. Things have changed tremendously, enormously in your lives. And that's why this 13 is here, because you've been very, very busy, getting your life in order, putting the pieces together to your life, and you've rebuilt. And now that's why I feel that there's wish fulfillments coming in, blessings coming in, and why you're being assured that you have happy endings here. And it's because now you're at your best, because you've gotten rid of a lot of the dead weight, a lot of those toxic relationships, or those opportunistic connections. It's like now, you know, those changes you've made have led to you feeling more like yourself. You know, you may have discovered absolutely what your gifts are as well. And I feel it's because you know, took the time to work on you. You know, that's a very studious energy, the Hierophant. Like I said, you know, this physical activity next to it shows that you were very mindful to do this work. You didn't shy away from the work. You made it your business. What we have here is we have Toby Nwigwe, and this is called reality. So I do feel like this was a part of your reality. You were no longer living in an illusion. I feel like for a while, someone may have pulled the veil over your eyes and you were kind of treading based upon what someone's words were, and not so much, navigating based off of your own feelings and emotions. And I feel ultimately, what is this saying? Oh God, what is this saying? I want to make sure that this is charging, because I'm using my daughter's computer, because my computer is still a little raggedy. It's getting repaired rather. But yes, so with this moderation, I feel like you've definitely made the necessary changes. I also feel like someone that has been also experiencing some sort of it's like some sort of transformation, or going through some sort of rebirth, or is regenerating. They're also maturing in this process. They're learning, they're growing, and they may communicate with you. There may be some conversation, because someone may see you as a wish fulfillment. They do feel like you're really loving yourself right now, taking care of you, prioritizing you. We have this 9-9 compassion flew out. This is how they feel about you. So what they feel is they really want you to display this compassion. They don't want you to judge the situation. They don't want you to, they don't even want you to, to be apprehensive. This is really like forgiveness. You know, forgiveness is always for you. And what we have here is 999. 999 reduces to 27. So I am getting a sense like this is someone that's definitely mirroring your energy, to the point where it's like you both may be not taking action, not really out on the dating scene, really, in your own bubble, kind of really just in a safe space, protecting your peace, protecting your energy, really focusing on, perhaps rebuilding, rebranding, and finding that stability. Maybe you've been working on different projects, and you may see the fruits of your labor starting to really blossom, and there's like rewards. I'm hearing recognition, rewards, breakthroughs. What we have here, what's hidden, is domestic harmony. That's 46. Domestic harmony at 46 shows that there's something ending. So something is happening behind the scenes. And when I see 10s, as I said earlier, that always makes me feel like there's an ending. There's something that's, it feels like a death. It's no longer harmonious. If you were in a relationship, or if someone that you are attracting was in a relationship, I feel like they're going through some sort of, breakup. I feel like there's a separation. And I feel like this is because someone is being honest with themselves in terms of their heart and where their heart lies. And it looks like someone wants to return to someone that they may have known from a past life, or someone that feels like, feels more like home to them, feels more chemistry with another person, because that 4 is associated with the heart chakra, that 6 is associated with the first eye. So I'm getting a sense, especially with the blue and this green, the green is associated with the heart, the blue is associated with the throat. So I feel like someone is now finally feeling like they want to take action. They want to like part ways from a situation that's no longer bringing them joy, that's no longer making them feel fulfilled emotionally, and they want to take action and be more assertive to go after what they truly want. And there very well could be some communication to say, hey, I don't think this is working out. I don't feel like this is going to sustain. I don't feel like we are a good match. Like, I feel someone speaking their truth. With this being next to the 9-9 compassion, I am getting a sense like there could be a sense of familiarity, because this person doesn't want you judging them, doesn't want you, they want your forgiveness. So this is potentially someone that needed to change. Maybe there was some level, I'm hearing arrogance. This is someone that you could be familiar with. As I said, this could also be, someone from the past life, or this could just be someone that you know from perhaps your past. Maybe someone you worked with, someone that lived in your community, someone you grew up with, someone that you are familiar with. Because I get familiarity and similarity here. But with this happy ending here on the bottom of the deck, I do get a sense like things are going to turn out for the better. But there is a sense of someone standing erect. Someone could be manifesting this union, manifesting something, or just merely manifesting that you will receive them. I'm hearing the word domination spells. So just if you don't want anyone like manipulating your energy, just definitely protect your energy, but I am getting a sense of like with this domestic harmony, there is some sort of ending, and every ending denotes a new beginning. So someone seems to be like breaking free from someone else because they've had some sort of epiphany. Something within them has changed, and I feel like someone is absolutely going to express their truth, and they're going to, stand erect. It's like they've learned something, perhaps about themselves or about, what they truly want or what they truly desire, and they're going to go after it. Because I do see this one, that one deals with the root chakra, so they could have, really worked on dealing with root problems, root issues, what is the root cause of the problem, which could have landed them in a karmic relationship, and them realizing that, it isn't love, that they are, whatever they're involved in right now, whatever they're entangled in right now isn't love, and maybe realizing like, love is elsewhere and them going after it. But let's tap in. So what is the outcome for our beloved Scorpios? Divine spirit of peace, power, and protection. Let me get a message of peace, power, and protection. What is the outcome for my beloved Scorpios? Divine spirit of peace, power, and protection. Thank you. And we have MC Light, Cha Cha Cha. So someone has definitely seen the light. We got music here, 32. So this could be someone that really, you and this person may share an interest in the same kind of music. This person may be a musician. This person may listen to music and may think of you. There may be a certain song. Maybe someone has told you look like MC Light, or maybe this is someone that definitely is like, having some sort of epiphany or some sort of grand, like an aha moment perhaps. But this is definitely I feel someone that's going to express something, communicate something. Maybe some of you all are artists, are musicians. Maybe you play instruments. I do feel some of you could also be clairaudient as well. But I am getting a sense maybe even you all may share an interest in the same type of music. Maybe you all have attended concerts together. Maybe you all have, maybe you were in the same band together. Maybe this is someone, I just get a sense like music is very, it's like almost, I'm hearing the gel between the two of you. And so maybe you all used to just sit and listen to music, break down. I know a lot of people, back in the days, especially if you're hip hop heads, we used to listen to hip hop songs and we used to press rewind and break the song down. So maybe y'all had that type of connection. Or maybe this is someone that you may be a musician, as I said. Maybe this is someone that could be an engineer, a producer, whatever the case may be. I feel like music is almost like a focal point. This is like, that glue that kind of bonds you together, Maybe you used to sit up late nights listening to songs. But what we have here is creativity 3. There goes that 3. So that's the Empress energy. So someone sees you as a divine feminine and a divine masculine. This could all be your energy. You are all in your divinity as the divine feminine and masculine, being very creative at this time. Maybe you've discovered, as I said, what your passions are and you're pursuing those dreams. You are embarking upon something new, rebuilding, rebranding. Maybe you've just started a new business, but I feel the sense of like mastering, self-mastery. I get a sense of like, also being a master manifester. This is also, the same color of that happy ending card. Someone could see, marriage with you. They could see growing old, growing wiser with you, building a business, building a brand with you. And I see spiritual career here on the bottom of the deck. And I also see this personal growth. So that's what you all have done. You all have grown personally. and this has led to you now being able to, you know, start this business. I was picking up on that, and here it is. So whatever you've grown from in your personal life, it has, you know, it has prepared you for whatever you will be embarking on in your careers, you know, your personal careers. And what we have is Nas brunch on Sundays. So maybe you all like to go on brunch with your girls. Maybe Sunday, maybe someone will invite you out to brunch, because I am getting a sense of communication. So what we have is 4, 5, that's 999, 9 and 1, that's 10, that's 1, 1 and 32, that's 6. So this is someone from your past, someone you're familiar with. I also get a sense of like some of y'all could be coming into, you know, perhaps maybe getting a promotion, maybe some new partnerships. There's definitely, you know, some sort of victories I feel that are ahead. And I also get a sense of like, you know, coming into union with like, you know, someone that could feel very familiar. So this could be like a past life love, a twin flame soulmate, cosmic companion. I'm definitely getting yin yang energy, especially when that Emperor and that Empress energy both came out. Those are a suit, and the Empress and Emperor, they embody the energy of all the queens and all the kings. So, you know, this is showing a level of self-mastery. That's why that personal growth also is showing up. So it's like you have earned this, whatever this is that's coming in, because I am getting victories, I'm getting breakthroughs. I'm also hearing trust your intuition, use your first side of C and not your 2. So let's tap in. Let's tap, tap, tap. So we're going to get some messages from Energy Oracle deck next. So use this time to be creative. Tap into your divinity as a divine feminine and divine masculine. You know, definitely do that. Because I feel like, you know, that's what's kept you grounded, is just like staying, you know, staying hungry, you know, staying busy, keeping yourself, you know, occupied with creative things or with productive projects, and not focusing on heartbreak, loss, disappointment. That's why you were able to persevere, because you focus solely on, you know, your recovery, on healing, on recuperating, on rejuvenating. So a lot of you meditated to get things straight. A lot of you grounded yourselves. A lot of you visited those bodies of water. A lot of you were, you know, definitely, you know, planting your feet in the ground on the earth and getting those downloads, getting those divine interventions. A lot of you took that time to connect, to, you know, go within, and that's why you were able to recover so quickly, you know, and that's why you were able to obtain, you know, that wise dome as well. What you have here is the cornucopia on the bottom of the deck, and remember I was talking about this number 11 and how blissed you were going to be, and how your angels were surrounding you and they were proud of you. And so you can see here clearly that you have beautiful a harvest that is waiting for you, and it's coming from the divine. These blessings are coming straight from source, and what you have here is strategy. And this is all due in part to you learning to navigate this thing called the third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension, whatever you want to call it. But it's like you've mastered the art of navigating difficult circumstances and overcoming certain atrocities and tumultuous circumstances that could have probably offed anyone else. But it's like you grew through those experiences. You didn't, you know, kind of like, you didn't fall, you didn't fall into the traps of becoming a victim of your circumstance. I feel like you became a victor. You know, that's why the 6 is here, because you have victories and breakthroughs ahead for you. And this 21 is associated with the world in traditional tarot. So it's showing clearly that your angels, because that feather, some of you could be finding feathers. I've been finding feathers a lot these past couple of months. So this is showing that your angels have been providing you, you know, the answers. They've been around you, just as I said. And with this 11, because you've reached that, you know, that level of self-mastery, now you are receiving the recognitions and the rewards with the cornucopia. That is beautiful. So divine spirit of peace, power, and protection. What messages you got from my beloved Scorpios? Let me get a message of peace, power, and protection. I see love coming in, you know, and I see that you know, you have someone that has had their eye on you for a while. With this number 45, remember that's 9, and we had 999 here. So this is someone that has, you know, kind of been also in that recovery mode. This is also someone that's gone through similar experiences, because whenever I see 9, double numbers, I feel like that's you attracting someone that's mirroring your energy. And because this is someone that's also in the vibration of 9, this could be that wish fulfillment, but this is also someone who's been in hermit mode, really focusing on healing themselves, being more, doing that self-analysis, same as you, and also discovering, what their desire is, what their fire, what their passion is, and taking action to go after it. And hence they're carrying, they have this heart in their hands, so they are, looking to, to pursue you in a way, to show you that they're interested. This is someone that wears their heart on their sleeve, someone that's definitely not afraid to express their love, to be, attentive and affectionate, and intentional. So this is not someone shying away from it, because this person's learned. See that? Look at that. You got 9-9. So see that? This could have even been someone, as I said, that has mirrored your energy. They've learned to love themselves. You can't love anyone else until you love yourself. And I feel like this person here has gone through similar experiences. This also could be you, going through this heartbreak, this heartache, this loss. And then learning to, love thyself. But man holding a heart is definitely showing that there's someone that's coming in very intentional to, help you heal that broken heart. This is someone that's coming in with good intentions. And there goes this angel here of love, and you see that all tied up. So this is someone that's, still up in their head, probably a little, apprehensive. With this moderation, you see all tied up. Someone could have been tied up in another situation, hence them not being able to take action the way they wanted. Maybe they felt like they were trapped, because that 23 is 5 and this 14 is 5. And this is the energy of who and what you're attracting to you. So I am getting a sense like someone, had to change their perspective. You're not trapped anywhere unless you see yourself as such. And so this is someone that had to really make a change within themselves. And that's what they started to do. They had to heal. And this angel of love is here to help them do just that. That 49 reduces to 4. And so that 4 is all about them taking, the necessary steps to really recover. And they did so. They were able to do so with the, with the assistance of their angels. So let's tap into divine spirit of peace, power, and protection. What messages do you have for my beloved Scorpios to clarify these messages, Spirit? Here goes the sun. See that? So there's going to be a decision. That's why I was telling you, you got to trust your intuition. Because this 8 is like giving me the 8 of Swords, where you could be, kind of self-sabotaging and confused, but the sun is providing the clarity. So this could be your energy or someone that's trying to come in, but this 8 and this 1 reduces to 9. So I am getting a sense like this could be, again, just being very guarded. Remember we saw 19 earlier, the pride and the ego. That was at an ending. So someone is having an ego death. Someone could have been confused as to what to choose. And this is that same person, same 5, that same person that felt like they were stuck. This is someone that was obviously wearing a mask in a situation. And you see how gray and gloomy this is, like a karmic situation. This is someone they felt like they were tied to, stuck to. I was getting a sense of someone also having, some domination spells done on them. And this looks very much like that. They're very unhappy wherever they are. And they're seeing and realizing that they were wearing a mask in this relationship. And they're also feeling very stuck to someone. So this is some sort of karmic relationship, karmic situationship, or someone feeling very attached to another person. So let's tap in. Let's cut the deck. Bottom of the deck clarifies overall energy. And so it looks like someone's leaving a situation, and that is the number 2. So this number 2 and this number 4 reduces to 6. So this is that person that's on their way to you. This is someone that made the decision to leave. You can see all of the suitcases. So they've packed up and left, and they're making the decision to leave because it says physical activity. So someone is making this necessary, making this change, taking the necessary steps, taking action to leave something behind, and they've made this decision. They've chosen wisely. They've chose themselves, to be honest, because this is someone that does feel like there could potentially be, a more chemistry, more synergy. This is someone that you will have that synergy and that chemistry that's coming in. This also speaks to you just being in harmony with yourself, that divine and feminine energy, that divine feminine and masculine energy, being in, harmony with one another. And you've been on a journey, and this journey is something that you have enacted, and it's beautiful because this dark night of the soul journey has led to you feeling free. I feel like you were very restricted in your former relationships, like you weren't able to see the truth, or you weren't able to see things for what they truly are, and now you're able to see everything clearly, and you do feel this sense of balance. This is beautiful, and what we see here is we see rest and rejuvenation, and this is the number 19. So remember that 19 in the numerology deck was pride. And so this is someone that could have, finally had to, take a step back and heal themselves, meditate to get things straight. This is also going within. That 19 reduces to 10. So this is someone that's recovering after some painful ending, loss. And we're about to try to pull a card for who you're attracting, who or what. And what I see here is that you are definitely recovering. This is that energy of recuperation, and that's the change. So who or what you're attracting to you is someone that has made this decision to change. This could also be that person from your past. I was picking up because this is 6, that 5, and this 19 that breaks down to 1. That's 6. So this is someone now that's really going to be willing to take action because they're going to feel stronger. They're also getting, the assistance from their angels and guides. You can see that their spirit is being cleansed. They're being purified. They're being purged from, certain belief systems, faulty belief systems, ideologies, habits, behaviors, and they're being purified and cleansed so as to, enact or implement this change, that they're feeling now, so this is beautiful. So divine spirit, peace, power, and protection. Why is this 14 moderation here for my beloved Scorpios? Let me get a message of peace, power, and protection for my beloved Scorpios. And I just saw 555, and that breaks down to 1010. So this is someone that's, again, mirroring your energy. 555 reduces to 20. So this could be someone who's definitely, maybe there's some, oh, wow. Okay, there's a lot of cards. I can't take all these cards. I'm going to put these back. Bang, bang, boogie, my cards. So that 20 is like judgment. So this could be a karmic, just as I said. Or maybe this is someone that was attached to a karmic, dealing with a karmic. Maybe they was, kind of clearing up karmic debts. Thank you, Spirit. Bottom of the deck, we have Magician in the Mirror, and I mentioned the Magician. So someone is definitely manifesting the situation. So we have 5th chakra Archangel Gabriel. I did say someone wanted to communicate, and that's exactly what we have here. So someone, after they made these changes, they are going to initiate some sort of communication, or going to initiate some sort of, they're going to take action to communicate and reach out to you because they have been really working on themselves. As I said, I felt someone was maturing, and maybe this is someone who had some difficulty expressing themselves, expressing their truth, and now I feel like with the help of Archangel Gabriel, they've had some sort of wake-up call, and they will emote and express what they feel. And with this 5 and this 3, this is someone that I do feel like you have some sort of connection with. This could be someone that may deem you as a wish fulfillment or vice versa. I'm definitely getting a sense of someone mustering up the strength to communicate, to express something. Maybe there will be a letter sent, a text sent, maybe someone will email you, but there is some communication coming in. How they feel about you is we have angel of balance. So they do feel like you are someone that can really ground them. They also get a sense of you being grounded. I also feel like they see you in a whole different perspective. They have a different perception of you now. In the past, I feel like because of whatever entanglement they were involved in, they couldn't really see things clearly. And I feel that was also something that you struggled with as well. You couldn't really see things clearly because maybe both of you were kind of connected to karmics that really negatively influenced you in some way. And so it almost made you look at life more pessimistically or more negatively, because they were feeding you these things. Maybe you had a negative perception of yourselves. But whatever this is, that you were lacking, even if it was self-love, it's like the angel of balance is coming in to, restore you. It's like your angels have been around you. You have 2 of them right now. And so what's playing right now is we have Ring My Bell, Anita Ward. So as I said, maybe someone will pull up, come to your house, ring your bell, because she's saying you could ring my bell. So someone may, if they know where you live, they might just pull up, knock on your door, and you might be shocked and amazed. But I'm getting a sense of someone now seeing you differently, but they also see you as, someone who's a divine feminine, because this 48 breaks down to 12, and that's associated with the hangman. So they've had time, to really look at things from a different perspective. It's like spirit forced them to, see not only their own situation from a different perspective and question themselves as to what brings them happiness or what makes them happy, or even what love is, for them to define what love really truly means, what it feels like, how what they imagine for themselves if they were in true loveship. And I feel like this is someone that may, when they think of that, you pop up in their mind's eye. And this is someone that definitely didn't, they didn't want to take onus of that. They didn't want to own that truth, because I feel like they were already entangled in something. And now it's like they can no longer lie. They have to speak their truth, own their power. And now they're taking a stance, because I see this 8 as the strength. I also see this 8 as them being connected and attached to a karmic. And, with Archangel Gabriel, here, I feel like this is helping. Archangel Gabriel is helping them to emote, to express their truth, to express how they feel. With this angel of balance here, this is someone that does see you now in a whole new light. They see you as an empress, a goddess. They see you as a emperor, as a god, as someone, like I said, they see God in you. They see themselves building with you. They see you as someone that brings a lot of balance into their life, happiness in their life. Even someone that that grounds them. They feel like you're down to earth, you're earthy, you're approachable. Even if you're very attractive, it's like, they could even be a little intimidated at some point, because they do see you as regal, royal. And so with this, like I said, you got this magician in the mirror here. And remember, I was saying with this 46, the 1 is associated with that magician. So they could be trying to manifest you after going through some sort of ending. They could have been dealing with someone that was manipulating them, because I was picking up on domination spells, and that magician is very manipulative. So let's tap in. Why is this 46 domestic harmony here for what's hidden? Thank you, Spirit. So they are walking away from a relationship, as you can see here, and that's the number 27, which is 9. So someone definitely is making a change, and that change is to walk away from what no longer serves them. This is someone that could have someone trying and attempting to guilt trip them, to have them feeling guilty, trying to convince them to stay, because you see how she's looking back. So it's as if she's ready to leave, and that's why I picked up on the word domination spell. With domestic harmony, it's like there's no peace here, and so this person really needs to just continue walking away, because there is no peace here. Where there was peace, there isn't any more. This gate looks like it is closing behind her. So once that gate closes behind her, there's no returning back to what's done. And that's because the sun is here. There goes the clarity. So there is a sense of like someone going after what makes them happy. Maybe someone, as I said, could be clairvoyant or clairaudient rather, and they may receive some sort of epiphany or an aha after listening to a song. Maybe there's a particular song that gives someone, you know, some sort of push to go after what they want. Remember, we had MC like Cha 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 playing when this music card first showed up. And so I felt like someone had that grand epiphany or is now seeing something for what it truly is. And perhaps they're realizing that you bring a lot of happiness, or maybe there's something that is going to, you know, some communication that is going to bring you a lot of happiness. It's going to be like, you know, some new fresh start, a new relationship, a new opportunity, a new promotion, new money. Something's coming in. It's going to be like, I'm hearing music to your ears. You know, maybe someone is coming in to confess they love you, because that 32 and 1 is 6. So that is associated with the lovers. So someone could really be communicating that they love you. They could have walked away from another person to come towards you. So what we have is we have this door to spirit, and that is the number 32 again. So you got 32 and 32. That's 5, 5. 5, 5 reduces to 1. So that reduces to 10. Look at that. So this music and this door to spirit. So this door to spirit is like, you know, and that dove, that's like perhaps someone that definitely, like your angels and your guides are sending in. You know, once this door opens up, it's like infinite possibilities can come through. This also speaks to a new beginning, an exciting start, a major breakthrough of some sort that your angels are ushering in for you. And I feel like, as I said, I hear it's music to your ears with this 1. It's something you could have manifested. I feel that 1 is also saying that because you've taken the necessary steps to heal thyself. You love thyself. You know thyself. Now there's blessings and opportunities that will present themselves. This is like the door to personal healing and happiness. This is also your angels and your guides that are providing you this fresh start. And we see the healer of the God. So some of you may have discovered what your purpose is and discovered why you're here. And this is also aligning you with your person, or aligning you with your spirit team, your soul tribe, your soul family. Because you all are healers, shamans, light workers. Didn't I say I saw victories, breakthroughs? This is what you have here. And you also have this beautiful energy of, you know, the queen, you know, this queen of coins. So you do have some sort of stability and security assured, and it's because I feel like many of you have a calling. You've been anointed, you have been initiated, and that's why there's victories and breakthroughs ahead, because whatever you've been through was it was so that you can help to heal others. I definitely feel like if you all have been very anxious or stressing over a situation, I feel like, you know, it could be because you don't know what to choose, what options to go in. But I feel like you have to trust your own intuition. Your angels are around you, and you do have the ability to change your circumstance, but you have to take the necessary time to really meditate to get things straight. But many of you are absolutely healers. Trust your intuition, absolutely. As I said, that 51 is the 6. So I do get a sense, as I said, that you all could be very psychic, very sensitive. And I was hearing your antennas, you know, are definitely receiving some downloads. We got for the good times, and this is Al Green. So, you know, for the good times ahead, I'm hearing ahead. There's some good times ahead for you all. So let's get some messages from my Egyptian gods, and then we're going to wrap it up. So what we have on the bottom of the deck, let's see. And we have wholeness. So you now are whole. You are feeling oneness, wholeness. And that's because you've been very proactive to ground yourselves. I was saying you were in harmony. You know, that number 2 is also the high priestess. So it's like you are very in tune. You know that there's things hidden, and you trust what you feel intuitively, because that 4 and that 2 is the 6. You know, so that 6 is associated with the first eye. So you use discernment. I feel like you used discernment and trusted your intuition to take action, to move on, to move away, to leave things behind. You made a wise decision. You may have been stuck at a fork in the road, but I feel like you chose to, go full steam ahead. You may have moved away from someone or something, and that has brought the sense of, happiness, which has brought this victory, this breakthrough, and major changes. So divine spirit of peace, power, and protection, what messages you have for my beloved Scorpios? What messages do you have for my beloved Scorpios? Let me get a message of peace, power, and protection, spirit. Alright, so this is the card that chose itself, and we have death and rebirth. So I can't make this up. Remember, 6713, that's death. That's what I said. And this is like transformation. Going through a startling metamorphosis and emerging someone completely new, learning from, past experiences and becoming better because of it, stronger because of it. And, now learning to trust your intuition, moving on to what's best for you. So this shows that there was major changes. And with that 6 and 6, because you got 67, which is 13, that's 4, and this 2, that's 6, and the 6 here, you can see the 6, that reduces to 12, 12 reduces to 3. So this is what's led to you being that divine feminine and that divine masculine. You had to go through the growing pains. This is literally like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and you've grew through these circumstances, and you've also reflected. You had to learn from past situations. You had to reflect on, you had to reflect and do some introspective work. It's a sacrificial position for spirit to show you what works for you, and what doesn't. That's also someone looking at you from a different perspective, and learning from these experiences that you've endured, looking back in awareness and knowing moving forward what to do, what not to do. So that's really a learned position as well. And that's hence you being now in that energy of Empress vibration, because this 48 here is also 12, which is how someone sees you, and that's also 12, which reduces to 3. Empress energy. Remember, we saw creativity. So you are the Umi, you are the Baba, you are the maternal, you are the paternal figure. So you're seen as that divine feminine, divine masculine energy, which is very powerful. What we have next is protection. So I do feel like, as I said, this Archangel Gabriel is protecting someone enough to make these necessary changes, but more importantly to implement the change by expressing their truth. Someone was perhaps being manipulated. Their energy was being manipulated in some way. Because we have this, again, this 8, and that 8 can be, like deception, because I get like the 8 of swords, even if it's self-inflicted, self-imposed, I should say. Mental anguish. We just saw that anxiety card. So someone is causing their own mental anguish. This is ruminating, pining, overthinking. But someone now is, gaining the protection because maybe someone was manipulating their energy, guilt-tripping someone, making someone feel obligated. And now, Archangel Gabriel is giving someone the clarity, the strength, and even, a wake-up call, because that horn is very symbolic of a wake-up call. And a wake-up call due in part to, expressing one's truth, even healing, growing, learning, and also, taking their power back, taking a stance, standing up for what they believe in. That's something they've learned to do, sitting under the feet of an elder, a pastor, a master teacher, even their own angels, ancestors, sitting at an altar and communicating, asking for the strength, and them receiving it, receiving that protection. So that's powerful. So why is this 14 moderation, 39, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel here for who or what our beloved Scorpios are attracting to them? And get a message of peace, power, and protection. Thank you, Spirit. Bottom of the deck, we have that wholeness. So that's beautiful. So that's going to be there for how someone feels about you. They feel like you've definitely come full circle. Like there is something about you that's very whole. That, like I said, you're very grounded. You're very down to earth, very approachable. Like you've healed yourself. What we have here is meditation. So someone does take that time to go within, to meditate, to get things straight, to reflect. They also see you as, like that divine feminine, because the Ankh is a symbol of life, and it represents man, woman, and child. That rounded portion is the womb. These portions on the side is the fallopian tubes, which represent the children, and this portion here, the stem, represents that masculine energy. And then there's a sun here, so someone is recognizing you as like the yin to their yang, the yang to their yin. I do feel this person watches you. They may feel like you are a wish fulfillment. This 14, 5, and this 39, that 8 along with this 10 makes it 9. So someone does see you as a wish fulfillment, see you as very, you're loving yourself, you're treating yourself the way you deserve to be treated. They see you as independent, self-sufficient, self-reliant, self-determined, willful, ambitious, and they do watch you. They watch you from a distance, they watch you from afar, hence their desire to communicate, hence their desire to reach out. They also see you as, the sunlight, like you bring joy, you bring peace, you bring happiness. They see you as strong. Next we have faith and wisdom. So someone does feel like they had, they've been watching, this energy, because this is, what they feel about you. How they feel about you is they feel like you have maintained, that faith, that optimism, that hope, and this has led to you becoming wiser because you've learned to trust the process and not, focus on, like I said, the problems, but you focus more so on the solutions. You really focused on really finding that balance, that emotional equilibrium, and that is why they're seeking your compassion. They do see that you've grown wiser, that you are, very intelligent, very, as I said, down to earth, very grounded, they feel like you will ground their energy. They also feel this likeness, the similarity. With this 12, this 3, and this 7, that's 10, this is someone that's very attracted to you as well. They're attracted to your wisdom, your wise dome. They're attracted to your strength. They're also attracted to your spirituality, your connection to the divine, or your connection to the all. You seem to be very rooted, and this is something that they desire. This is something that they need, and I feel like they could be taking a page out of your book, because I see that they are doing more meditation. So this is someone that is learning perhaps from you by watching you from a distance, like a secret admirer. What we have here is wholeness. This is 12. So someone does, they were, kind of like watching, as I said, because that 12 is the hangman. So they were kind of forced to see you in a whole new light. This is someone that may not have seen your worth and value in the past, or maybe someone that could have been, kind of tied to someone that was karmic, and they were very fully invested in that situation, but needed to really see things for what they were. So they had to take a step back to see the full picture. And, maybe because there was distance, maybe because, you may have, maybe you've taught someone, maybe someone that you don't even know, maybe this is just someone who could be like a secret admirer, or maybe this is just someone you've never met. You both could be mirroring one another in terms of the lessons you've learned. Maybe these are other people that you may have cut off that are learning now who you are, what you stand for, who you have always been, and this is like them admiring you now, but they do see that you're whole. I feel someone is going to feel more complete, like something's coming full circle, especially when they walk away, because that 46, like I said, that's an ending. Every ending denotes a new beginning, and I feel like someone is going to feel more complete or feel whole again. And so what we have is righteousness. So this is, wow, this is beautiful. And what I'm getting a sense of is like, with this righteousness, someone did what was righteous. And we got 32 here, 3 times, because this is 32. And remember, we got 32 here. And then we have this 32 music. Someone could be the age 32, someone could have been born on the 5th. Maybe someone is a Taurus, could have been born in the 5th month. But that's very interesting. But with this righteousness, I feel like, this is the righteous thing to do, is to walk away from a relationship that no longer serves your highest good. This is about trusting your intuition. This is also about, again, growing out of circumstances that no longer serve your highest good. That's the maturation. When you are emotionally intelligent, you don't settle for the foolery, the trickery, the games, the manipulation. You won't allow yourselves to be tricked and duped into staying somewhere where it's a volatile situation or it's toxic. And so I feel like that's the righteousness, is like doing what's righteous, doing what's just right now. And what we have is change. What did I say about change? So there's powerful changes taking place. And someone is simply growing. They're growing out of a situation. They've outgrown a situation, a circumstance. And this 32, again, that 5 is also associated with change. But this is what's enforcing some sort of change, is because this door is opening up. So that's ushering in a change. That's opening up infinite possibilities. This is also, showing that there's been a rebirth. There's been some sort of growing, some growth spurt. It's like music is also very, like I said, there's something rooted in music, and I feel either someone could be a musician, someone could be playing an instrument, or someone could be clairaudient. I also heard the term earlier, music to your ears. So maybe speaking to someone, maybe your angels and your guides are, sending someone in, or bringing someone into your life, opening up the door, like I said, to personal healing and happiness and love. Maybe this is like that divine counterpart that could be coming in, because those doves, they could represent like, your loved ones, your ancestors. It could also represent like rebirth, transformation, something changing. 5 is also the Hierophant, which also could speak to, marriage even, unions. And what we have is transformation. So this transformation, because you've transformed and changed, I feel like this is leading to some sort of new beginning. And you have 111 here, which is 3. And this is the Empress, this 11 again. So see that 11, that's the number that we was building on earlier. That 11 is definitely showing that your angels are ushering something beautiful for you. And it's because you've changed. It's because you have done this work. This 32 and this 32, that's 10. That's you and whoever you're attracting, mirroring one another. And I do feel like some of you could be clairaudient. Some of you could be, you could have recently closed out a chapter and now you're coming into a whole new cycle. And this is, the major transformation that's ushering in this beautiful change. But like I said, that 111, this is that ready, set, go. So something that you've manifested is coming in. And it's coming in quickly. I feel this also speaks to like partnerships, building new alliances. You could see that this, the heart, and the feather are being weighed. So this is really, Spirit is saying like, what goes around comes back around, and your karmic debts are being paid off. And I feel like things are coming back into alignment, coming back into balance. And it's because you've healed yourselves. What we have on the bottom of the deck, I can't make this up. It says healing. So you've healed that self. Because you've healed that self, now you love that self. You know that self. You know your worth, your value, which is beautiful. So let's get some messages from the romance angels. And we have Summer Madness here, playing by Kool and the Gang. So Summer Madness, some of you all could have been very, this summer could have been really, really chaotic. I just get a sense of like maybe some of you all were really, running around, handling multiple projects, dealing with multiple things. Some of you all could have moved, you could have been packing, could have been transitioning, on top of working, on top of dealing with children out of school. Like it's been very chaotic. But I feel like things are going to start getting more, getting back, to more of a comfortable, it's going to become more manageable, if you will. So what we have here is we have passion and playfulness. So I do feel like you are attracting someone, again, that you will have this fire, this desire, this passion. This is someone that you will have very strong chemistry with. I feel like when you bump into this person, if this is someone from your past, whether a past life love, or if this is someone that you may know from a past in this lifetime, the chemistry with this person is through the roof. I feel this person really is very passionate about you, very attracted to you. Masculines, you could be very attracted to someone that you may be pursuing. But let's tap in. Let's see. Even feminines, you know, you're going to be very attracted to whomever this is. And they're going to have a very strong passion and a strong fire for you. I feel the relationship is going to be very, it's just going to be very, very light. You know, this is someone that you're going to be able to lay with, play with, and pray with. Like, there's just this beautiful balance. Very grounded, you know, very grounded connection. Going to have a lot of commonality, similarities, as I said. Chemistry, synergy is through the roof. The passion is through the roof. The attraction. And not to mention, there's this sense of like you're going to be stimulated mentally, emotionally, you know, in addition to physically. So what we have on the bottom of the deck is we have healing family issues. And didn't I say something about someone having to, you know, get back to the root cause of a situation, healing from mommy daddy issues or familial issues, love ship. So that's what the transformation was. It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And maybe some of you all had to do just that, or maybe someone you're attracting had to go through that experience of, you know, forgiving a father that may have been absent, or a mother that may have been absent, and learning to, you know, really, you know, heal from feeling rejected or feeling abandoned. But this forgiveness is always for you. It helps you to remove that void and that resentment and animosity that you may carry, which, you know, only you know, has you you know, anchored energetically and emotionally. So it's like once you heal those family issues, and you can see that angel there is overseeing, you know, this situation. I feel like that's what can lead to, you know, this more balanced you. You know, what we have here is pay attention to the red flags. And what did I say about you all really being more mindful now to check for the red flags? This is who or what you're attracting to you. So, you know, that's what this person is doing. I feel like whoever you're attracting to you, or maybe who you may be attracting to you, or what you're attracting to you, is you know, paying attention to things that may not honor you. If this is someone you're attracting to you, they're looking at you know, everything, you know, analyzing everything. If something doesn't sit right, feel right in their spirit, they're off it, because it's like you've already learned. As I said, you know, initially people like to present this representative, and it's like, instead of representing, you know, being represented by this false identity or this facade, it's like, be your authentic self, and that's what's going to garner the respect. So this could be you, you know, really checking for the red flags, looking at people and dotting your I's, crossing your T's, doing your due diligence to make sure that you don't get any shocks, you know, shock waves in you know, in the near future. So it's like you're really checking. This could be someone you're attracting to you also doing the same thing, trusting their intuition. So divine spirit of peace, power, protection. Why is this 14, moderation 39, Archangel Gabriel, and this meditation number 10 here for who or what our beloved Scorpios are attracting to them? Let me get a message of peace, power, and protection, spirit. Thank you, spirit. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to take this card. So it says romantic feelings. So someone is coming in that's going to have romantic feelings, and as I said, they're going to express them. Someone that may see you as, you know, like I said, that wish fulfillment. They may see you as single, independent. This is going to be someone very intentional. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So someone that I said earlier was not expressing or emoting, wasn't really expressing how they felt, is going to come in and communicate just that. This is someone that really is going to be very intentional, very attentive, very affectionate toward you. You could see how he's grabbing her from behind and they're embracing in a kiss. This is someone that's going to be a protector, a provider, someone very passionate. What we have here is true love on the bottom of the deck, and we're about to pull the card for how someone feels about you. So this is someone that does feel like you are the yin to their yang, yang to their yin, their twin flame, cosmic companion. They do feel like you ground them. They feel that you're very wise. They feel like you're a good suit. And I feel like this is someone that also feels like you balance them. You know, you're very balanced as a person, very domestic, very nurturing, very maternal, very paternal, very protective. If you're masculine, this is someone that does feel like this is the romance of a lifetime. So they do feel, you know, even if you've never met this person, I get a sense of like this being someone that you will feel like you've known them. There's going to be this sense of synergy, this sense of commonality, or the sense of chemistry that's going to be so intense that it's undeniable. So why is this 9-9 compassion 48 angel of balance and this faith and wisdom here for how this person feels about you? It says give your relationship a chance, and it says work on your partnership. So this is what someone is trying to convince someone. So what we have is it says forgiving and learning for how someone feels about you. And it says as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So forgiving and learning, as I said, forgiveness is always for you. And that's why someone wants compassion, because maybe this is someone that's familiar with your story, knows that you've been heartbroken and disappointed and deceived and betrayed in your past. And maybe they feel like a part of you is very guarded or very blocked off when it comes to love. And maybe someone just wants you to open up, be more receptive. And with forgiving and learning, this is spirit even telling you to be more receptive. When you're more receptive, then you can receive the blessings. You can receive those, you know, you can receive the blessings that your angels are clearly trying to, you know, pour in and bless you with. And so when you forgive, this is what you can receive. You can receive love that's going to be very accommodating. Give your relationship a chance. It says righteousness. So someone may be dealing with someone who can be self-righteous. You could clearly see with this, you know, walking away, that someone could be potentially trying to convince someone, guilt trip someone in staying. And it says, you know, work on your partnership with 46, domestic harmony. I was getting a sense of domination spells for whatever reason. And I am getting a sense of someone being manipulated, because this 46 was giving me the Magician, and then the Magician in the mirror showed up. And the Magician is a very manipulative energy. So someone could potentially be manipulating someone who all obviously feels like they're done fin because they're walking away. And someone could be manipulating their energy with a domination spell, trying to keep them trapped. And with this righteousness, you can see how this person looks almost like a snake. So I'm getting a sense of like someone is, you know, potentially dealing with a snake, dealing with someone that is very conniving, very manipulative. And so just be mindful of that. So what's hidden in the energy, we have 46, domestic harmony, 27, walking away, and this 32, righteousness. So why is this here for what's hidden in the energy? My spirit of peace, power, and protection. Let me get a message from my beloved Scorpios. And it says playfulness, and then we have trust. So this is the thing. I feel like someone is very, very immature is what I'm gathering. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to of fun to shine. And then it says the situation is calling for you to have faith. So perhaps this is someone that does have some, you know, some sort of trust issues. Maybe because, you know, their past has really traumatized them. They've kind of lost that, you know, I don't want to say that light, but they've kind of lost that joy, or that playfulness. It's like they're very serious, or they're very stern. And, you know, maybe this is why Spirit is saying, like, you know, if this is someone that you know from your past, Spirit is obviously saying that this is a situation that you can trust, because someone may be coming in, you know, to prove to you, you know, that they absolutely are serious. Maybe someone was not ready for love in the past. It could have been someone that could have made you feel, you know, invalidated. Maybe they didn't, you know, see your worth and value in the past, or maybe they, you know, treated you like an option, or whatever the case may be. Maybe it's because someone was trapped in a situation and they had to choose, and they chose whatever they were already entangled in. But now Spirit is saying maybe this person is returning. This could be someone, you know, that you can recapture that romance with. And if this I'm not getting an ex, I'm getting like this could have been someone that you were on the road to, you know, potentially seeing what was happening, what could potentially grow and come of a situation, but you know, it ended before it could start. And Spirit is saying that you could absolutely trust this person now, because it's almost like they've matured, they've grown up, and we have true love on the bottom of the deck. So with this 3232, and then we have this transformation, Spirit is saying clearly both of you have gone through some sort of transformation. You both have matured. You both have grown. Hence 32 showing up twice. So this is showing like there's definitely been this sense of you all kind of mirroring one another to the point where it's like you both have been doing the same work. If this is someone you're familiar with, I do get a sense that Spirit is saying that this is a situation that you could absolutely trust, because this is a love, this is a romance of a lifetime. Spirit is telling you. So Divine Spirit of Peace, Calm, Protection. Why is this 32 music, 32 daughter spirit, and this transformation? 11 here. Let me get a message of peace, power, and protection. And we got free yourself here. So someone does free themselves, and we have you deserve love. So with this you deserve love, you are lovable. I feel someone realizes that, and they're going to, you know, leave a situation where they were feeling stuck and stagnant, or where they felt like they were you know, they weren't being their authentic self, or they weren't truly happy, and they feel like they're going to shoot their shot. And you see how she's shooting this arrow. And this is someone that does feel like you bring balance. And I do feel like this is like, you know, someone that you know, because I just get like, you know, rekindling. Someone that you're going to rekindle something with. And it's because someone has transformed their way of thinking. They've changed, and they've recently freed themselves, because it says it's time to take back control of your life. So someone was dealing with you know, a control freak, or dealing with someone that they were stuck with. They felt stuck, they felt stagnant, they felt like there was some sort of attachments here. And what we have is Cry For You by Jodeci. So someone does secretly cry for you, miss you, think of you, wish for you, pray for you, and I am getting a sense like that's going to encourage them to leave. So look what they're doing. They're going to have a heart-to-heart with someone, and you see how this masculine is kind of like his body language is pulling away, and this feminine energy is like leaning in. So someone is really, you know, trying to convince someone you know, that they need to stay, but this person is obviously checked out of this relationship, and they're really focused on freeing themselves from a situation you know, that they no longer feel invested in. And we have Worth Waiting For. So if you have been you know, kind of like without a relationship, or you know, have been single, I should say, it's because you are looking for, you know, you want something that's real. You don't want to, you know, relive you know, a nightmare. So it's like that's why you're very guarded. That's why you are very protective of your energy, and that's why I feel like Spirit is really telling, you know, you to, you know, be forgiving. That's why that compassion is there. Compassion is all about forgiveness. It's all about not judging, because when none of us are perfect, we all have made mistakes, and so I am getting a sense of someone like kind of freeing themselves from a very toxic karmic situation and closing out some sort of closing out a cycle. I get a sense of someone closing out a cycle here. So let's get some messages from Tarot, and then we're going to Rapata. So what's hidden here, we're going to get the Dark Grimoire for what's hidden from our beloved Scorpio. So what we have here is Justice. So you're getting your just due. I also feel, again, like I said, karma. Karma dharma, what goes around comes back around, and there goes the sun. So I feel like you're getting, you know, good karma, because the sun is, you know, really, you know, showing that there's brighter days ahead. Something that's going to bring a lot of happiness. We saw that happy ending earlier. I also feel someone is, you know, looking at you as someone that brings a lot of sunshine, joy, light, peace into their life. And we got the Knave of Wands, so there could be a message that's going to bring a lot of happiness as well. I feel like, you know, someone may confess or express something that they may have been holding back. There goes the Six of Cups. you know. So this is that energy of someone from your past. Remember, all of these cards, 67, 14, 99, 46, and 32, it all reduced to 6. So, you know, this is someone reminiscing, you know, someone that, you know, may have, you know, also experienced a tower, you know, in their life, you know. And now that the dust is settling, you can see the clouds are also, you know, dissipating. It's like now they see things for what they truly are. They could see that they were caught up in an illusion. They could have walked away from you, or walked away from this, you know, the potential of building something with you to, you know, to try to rekindle something that they may have already started with someone else. And it led to nothing. It led to heartache. It led to loss. It led to betrayals and deceptions. There goes the Judgment card that I mentioned. So this is definitely someone receiving you know, some sort of judgment. This is also a wake-up call. Some of you could have been seeing rainbows. I've just recently seen 2 rainbows a week apart from one another. I saw one last Monday, and then I saw one this Monday. So some of you could be seeing rainbows. Rainbows are definitely a symbol of, you know, change, positive change, even prosperity and abundance coming in. So, you know, there is someone that could be fearing you from judging them. That's why they're, you know, the way they feel about you is they want you to show compassion. They want you to be forgiving, because there may be some feelings of remorse, you know, and some anxiety in approaching you, perhaps, if this is someone that you are familiar with or know from your past. So let's tap in, beloveds. And remember, these messages, you know, they may or may not resonate for everyone. Let's just keep that in mind. This could be your energy or someone else's that you're attracting to you that I'm picking up on. Let's also keep that in mind. Thank you, Spirit. The bottom of the deck is going to clarify the overall energy. And what we have is the 5 of Swords. So see that? That's you moving away. That's the journey. You know, this is the physical activity. You know, you taking your power back, moving away, leaving what no longer serves you behind. You know, this is like, you know, all of the negativity, the drama. You know, you can see someone was definitely, they were, you know, in a state of shock and disbelief. You know, very, very hurt that you left. But you can see clearly you left. You know, you could see that you've left the negativity behind. There's 3 people that you've left behind. As I said, you could have left behind negative relationships, love ships, friendships, just toxic entanglements altogether. And, you know, you have embarked upon some sort of new journey. And this new journey has brought you back into harmony, where you trust your intuition. And it's literally led to like a major transformation within you. Other people now are seeing you as someone who's being more assertive. You know, this 5 of Chalices shows that someone, I said this was the 5 of Swords, pardon me, this is the 5 of Chalices, but this shows that you moved on, and whoever you left behind has major regrets. And it says healing family issues. So you could have definitely, you know, had to heal from a situation. This could even be you, you know, that was left behind, and someone moved on to someone else, and you were distraught. There could be 3 people, you know, maybe you have 2 children, you know, and you had to rebuild, you had to recover from that. And maybe someone is now having regrets for doing this. But it says, you know, healing family issues. So you may have had to heal from this family situation. If you felt abandoned in a relationship, if you felt rejected, if there was unrequited love. But this took you on a whole new journey to finding your own balance and loving yourself. And I feel in you loving yourself, this makes you more attractive. What we have here, there goes the Hangman that I mentioned. So this Hangman is now looking at things from a different perspective, a different vantage point. And through that, you know, sacrificial position, they're seeing you now in a whole new light, and gaining a whole new respect for you. What we have here is 14, moderation, 39, Archangel Michael, and then we have this meditation, and then we have romantic feelings here. This is who or what you're attracting to you. Let me get a message for that, my beautiful spirit. What messages do you have for the who or what our beloved Scorpios are attracting to them? So I'm going to take this one. So this is someone from your past, because this is the only card that flew in the upright. I'm going to put these back in the deck. So what we have is the 6 of Cups. As I said, someone from your past. This is someone that's recently gone through a tower moment, but I do feel like they are reflecting on their actions from the past. This is that same person, because you got the 5 that left you behind. to pursue something else. But this person knew that there was love between you, but they left you. They could have left you like really hurt, like you felt very hurt by this. You couldn't believe it. You was in a state of shock. As I said, maybe you felt like you all were, building something, and then they just up and left, and now the same person is kind of reminiscing. As I said, the dust is settling now because some tower moment took place in someone's life, and they have a lot of regrets, because they're reminiscing on how you may have made them feel. This person has these romantic feelings that just simply would not go away, and that to them is showing that there's deeper feelings here. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So that's why they're considering returning to you, because it's like maybe you all shared a kiss that was very passionate, and this person may daydream about this kiss. They may dream about this kiss, dream about embracing you, dream about holding you in their arms, but there are some romantic feelings, and this is something that this person very well may communicate or confess or express to you because they've had that wake-up call. This is someone that has been praying and asking their angels to help them, to guide them. Maybe they've been seeking advice, as I said, from maternal or paternal or matriarch or patriarchs in their family, master teachers, pastors, preachers. Maybe they've been doing their own healing, their own work, and they've matured on their own, but they're now seeing things for what they truly are, and they can see themselves building with you and growing with you. They've done a lot of meditation, and when you meditate, you can see things clearly, you can get things straight, and what they do see is that they have these romantic feelings that they cannot get rid of. They feel foolish, almost foolish, and I'm hearing crazy for you. I'm hearing that Madonna song, I'm crazy for you, ba, 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 ba. I'm hearing that loud in my mind's eye. So maybe that's what this person may be listening to. Maybe they're listening to a song where they're referencing the word crazy in love. And I'm definitely getting a sense like someone is definitely feeling foolish. They played themselves. They're getting some sort of grand epiphany. And that's why they want you to be, to show some compassion, because, they know that they made a mistake. They know that they've, made some wrong decisions. And that's why they have major regret. But they really, really want your forgiveness, because it's like they've already suffered enough from dealing with whatever they dealt with. What we have on the bottom of the deck now is the Three of Wands. Remember I mentioned the Three of Wands, where someone is ready to take action. I feel like someone is also something's manifesting. Maybe they see you as a master manifester, because you do have this faith and wisdom, so they do see that you are someone very wise. You've learned to reach that level of self-mastery. The Three is the Empress, so you are that creative energy. You are, the Umi. You birth new ideas, new ways of thinking, and that's something that this person really, truly admires when it comes to you. This is also someone that watches you, as I said. They may watch you from a distance. They may keep tabs on you unbeknownst to you, or maybe you do know intuitively, because a lot of you are psychic. You may be picking up on this person's energy. You may be dreaming of someone that you may not have seen in a while. If you don't if you already know this person, if you don't know this person, maybe you're seeing someone in your dreams and you're having this beautiful love ship, this beautiful connection. And that's just, more of a confirmation that this is what's coming in for you. So what you have here is you have the Queen of Swords. So this is why someone wants you to show forgiveness, is because you may be coming off very cold. As I said, someone could be definitely keeping tabs, and that could be the reason why they may see you as being cold, or see you as being someone very opinionated, or someone that is, you don't take no ish. You cut off with the quick fastness. We have the Nine of Chalices. Remember, I mentioned the Nine of Chalices, the Nine of Pentacles. So they see you as single, and you're very particular. You're very mindful of who you allow in. You will cut a mofo off with the quick fastness if you see signs of, disingenuous behavior, or someone who may not be very sure. It's like if somebody gives you any hint of a red flag, you're cutting them off, because you don't have any space, any place in your life. It's like you've learned to be confident and comfortable on your own by yourself. And that's the most important, is you got to learn to love yourself. And that's the epitome of, being selfish, loving me, myself, and I. That's that de la soul vibration. It's like you've learned to prioritize you and your needs. But Spirit is saying to show forgiveness, show forgiveness is always for you. And this also enables you to grow when you can forgive those who have hurt you, or even forgive those who may never have even apologized. That's a way for you to take your power back and not, be held hostage until someone apologizes for the wrong they know they did. It's like you got to accept the apologies you never received and really truly forgive them in order for you to move on with your life. And I feel like you're wiser now, you're sharper now, and you're also ready to have that conversation if someone so wishes, and feels that they want to approach you. You're willing to do that. You're even smiling. But I do get a sense of someone maybe being a little, intimidated here. What do we have here? The 9 of Wands. So there goes the guardedness, and you can see there's a fiery, impenetrable wall around you because you've dealt with a lot of demons, a lot of snakes, a lot of fugazis, a lot of frauds in your past, a lot of sussy energy. And so you have, created this very sacred space. You definitely are in a protective bubble. And so you may come off very unapproachable. This is what's hidden in the energy. It's like, someone may see you as very guarded. But this is something you've learned, this is what this 27 walking away is all about as well. So you've walked away from relationships where you felt like people were playing with your emotions, toying with you, with your feelings, where you felt like you were emotionally bankrupt, where there was no joy, peace, happiness, or trust, or where you felt like you were in a relationship where there was no loyalty, or someone was being unfaithful. It's like you felt like it was the best thing for you to do was to walk away from that and to establish these boundaries. So you may come off very guarded, but I feel like Spirit is telling you it's time to to relinquish that need to control, to kind of like, be more open and more receptive to what Spirit has for you, because Spirit is saying that someone is coming in that is going to, make you feel like a child again, like a little youthdom. Like this is someone that's coming in to bring, happiness. This is someone that's going to be fun, and someone that's going to bring, that level of adventure and spontaneity into your life. And this is absolutely someone that you can trust, but you have to let your walls down in order to let this person in. I feel like, again, you was dealing with someone very deceptive, snakes, fugazis. You can see some of you all were sleeping with the enemy. Maybe this is someone that you're attracting to you that could be dealing with this type of energy. And you can see here, this is the 7 of Swords. So this is that very deceptive energy someone was dealing with, which is why they made the decision to walk away, which is why they were no longer happy, because it's like when you got this type of energy creeping around you, you can't really trust them. And this is clearly someone that doesn't trust this situation because they have a gun and they have the basic instructions before leaving Earth here. Someone could have learned something about a spouse, about a girlfriend, about a boyfriend, and that's why they're preparing to leave. Someone may know that and may be trying to sabotage. As I said, someone could be waking up during witching hours because someone could be doing some sort of voodoo, juju, hoodoo, santeria, black magic, white magic, ritual work, spell work, maybe even freezing spells, maybe even binding spells, domination spells on them. And this is like really telling someone to, trust what you're feeling intuitively. With this 46, which is 1, and this 27, which is also 1, along with this this 32, which is 5, that's 7, and that's also this 7. So this 7 is showing that there is a deceptive energy. The 7 is also showing that someone is going to move away. Someone's going to assert themselves. Someone's showing that they're going to take action and leave the situation behind. So whatever they were, kind of being, someone was trying to convince them to stay, I feel like they do continue to keep it moving because they realize that, this energy here is not to be trusted. This is very fake, fugazi type of energy. And this is why someone has trust issues, because they got this type of energy snooping around, sneaking around. And so they have had to learn from the situation. That's why it's like someone has to almost, I don't want to say they have to break someone's walls down, but they're going to have to earn someone's trust, in other words. So let's tap in. So why is this 46, domestic harmony, 27, walking away? What was this again? Oh, righteousness, playfulness, trust here for what's hidden in the energy. Spirit, thank you, Spirit. So, all right. I'm going to take them off. It's 3 cards. So we have, there goes the King of Pentacles here. So there could be someone that's definitely in some sort of marriage. I was getting a situation where someone was tangled in a relationship out of obligation, and that could be because of, you know, again, material, wealth, finances, and very, very like superficialities. That's what I said earlier. So it's like people are together for superficial reasons and not because of love. That's not the focal point. But I also feel like, you know, whoever this person is, you will be able to trust this person because they will be very intentional, very supportive, very accommodating, very protective of you. This is someone that will be able to, you'll be able to build with, grow with. Someone was just using another person. We have the King of Swords now. So this is a very, I feel this is someone that had to cut themselves free. They saw something for what it truly was, because this King of Swords is holding the sword up and he's holding a head. So it's like someone had to behead another person because they definitely were feeling like someone was manipulating them or being conniving. So they had to chop someone off. I feel like that's, you know, also a sense of like the illusions, the mind-uckery. The King of Swords is a wordsmith. So this is someone that doesn't bite their tongue. This is someone that doesn't take too kindly to someone insulting their intelligence. We just saw the Queen of Swords, so you have a suit here. So there is a conversation. This is someone that's matching your vibration as well. Didn't I say someone was definitely coming in that's going to match your frequency and vibration? We just saw the Queen of Pentacles earlier, and now we see the King of Pentacles. And you have the High Priestess. I mentioned that as well. And I was talking about someone manipulating the energy, and if you look at her eyes, she looks very demonic. So be mindful that someone is kind of like definitely trying to do a domination spell or doing something undermined to try to entrap someone is what I was getting initially. And with this High Priestess energy, this is something that's hidden. The next card we have is Judgment. So there will be judgment. So if someone is trying to manipulate someone's energy or send psychic attacks or is doing that witching spells, you know, if you're waking up during witching hours or you're having some sort of insomnia, someone is going to get judgment. They're going to reap what they sow, you know, good things. I mean, karma, you know, knows everyone's address, pardon me. So it's like whatever they're trying to interfere, whatever interference they're trying to run, it's like it's going to return back to sender. Someone could be doing a return back to sender spell as well, to send back all this confusion. I feel like someone is definitely getting a wake-up call, or someone is absolutely wanting to return. You know, they're seeing you as someone that's very much grounded mind, body, and soul, or you are someone that they feel like they can build with. You know, they're getting a strong sense of like, you bring happiness, you bring peace, and there's definitely change. There's a change in the air. Why is this 32 music, the 32 daughter spirit, thank you spirit, the transformation, and the you deserve love here? And we have the 7 of chalices. So this is options, choose wisely. What we have here is the 5 of wands, and this looks like, you know, 2 people summoning energy. So just be mindful. You know, this could also be like, you know, a sense of like you and another person kind of working together to manifest, working together, because this is also 5. You know, this could be someone that is, you know, you're being aligned with, that you will be able to, you know, build with, grow with, someone that is your divine counterpart. This 555, remember I saw 55 on the clock. So that's also showing, you know, that was 20, and we have this we have that transformation. So with this energy, it's like, you know, you and this person have both grown, and you both will, I feel like there's this level of like maturation. You both have done major work to grow, to heal, and you're coming into union with this person. I can't make this up. This is the 2 of chalices. So this is someone that you will give to equally. Like, this is someone that's also been through similar experiences, the same as you. This is 2 people that are coming back into harmony, and you can see that rainbow yet again. So this is someone that's been searching for you and looking for you, longing for you, missing you, and now they're reunited with you. This is someone that you both are, it's like, you know, I feel like they're not together yet. It's like you both are on your own perspective sides of the planet, manifesting love, and you're manifesting one another, and it's coming into fruition because you both are realizing you deserve love, because you've done a lot of your own healing. You've healed from a soul level. You've done major work on your heart chakras, and that's why the daughter spirit is here, because love is being rekindled. Love is being it's like a rebirth, and you are reuniting with your divine counterpart. This is someone that you will give with equally. This is that synergy, that chemistry I was speaking of. This is someone that is very attracted to you, and you with them. This is someone that you will have, you know, they will speak your love language. This is beautiful, and this is all because you now know that you're deserving of love. So when you know your worth and value and you love yourself, then you can attract what you are. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of blessings, wish fulfillments that are coming in, a lot of opportunities that are presenting themselves. And as I said, someone, I paused the song. And Cry For You is still here. So this is someone that, I paused it, didn't realize it, but Cry For You is still playing. So this is someone that does cry for you, long for you, is what I'm hearing. So I'm getting a sense this is someone that knows you. Even if this isn't someone that knows you, maybe this is someone that's just, you know, desiring love, desiring a partner. But I am strongly feeling like you've met this person before, even if this is in a former lifetime. So I'm going to take all these cards. So you could be dealing with someone named Lamar, Larry, Lonnie, Lenny, Leonard, Leo, Leon, Levi, Lewis. Someone definitely is realizing they love you. I'm hearing lifetime. So remember, this is this said what was it? Ooh, what was that one? It said romantic. There was something that said something about a lifetime. I can't even find it right now. But there was a card, I don't know where it is, romantic film, but something said, you know, this is a love of a lifetime. So I'm hearing lifetime with that. But lovers also. We have G on the bottom of the deck. So I'm definitely getting goddess, God. You are made in God's image. I'm hearing, you know, they see God in you. I'm hearing greatness. And I'm also hearing show gratitude, show thanks, you know, give thanks, show gratitude, give offerings. I'm hearing some of you all may be planning or booking a trip to Greece. I'm definitely hearing plant your feet in the grass and definitely ground yourselves. Stay grounded. And whoever this is that loves you feels that you ground them. I'm also hearing that someone sees greatness in you. We have Archangel Michael here. So he is protecting you. This is a protected union. I also feel Archangel Michael is responsible for cutting someone, you know, free from some sort of karmic yoke, hex spell, or some sort of, you know, witchcraft. Like, because I kept picking up domination spells, and then that, you know, that energy of, you know, that Seven of Swords, and then the High Priestess showed up. But Archangel Michael holds the sword of truth, you know, and he cuts you free from whatever doesn't serve your highest good. He also ushers in, you know, miracles, blessings, wish fulfillment. Some of you all may work very strongly, closely with Archangel Michael. And I feel like he is protecting, or he is working behind the scenes, conspiring behind the scenes to protect the union or to bring you into alignment with someone. You have several angels out here. You have Archangel Michael now. Now you have Archangel Gabriel, and you have the Angel of Love here. And then you also had the daughter spirit. So I feel your ancestors are also responsible for bringing you love, because they feel you deserve love. And I feel they feel you deserve love because they see that you have worked hard to heal yourself from past love. And I feel like with the youngsters, This is definitely because you was dealing with someone who is very immature or very emotionally unavailable, emotionally left you bankrupt. We have Archangel Uriel. So I definitely am getting a sense like you all are receiving a lot of signs and synchronicities. Trust your intuition, because there's signs all around you. We saw a feather earlier, so I do feel like on the card, I feel like if you're seeing feathers, that's your angels leaving you messages. Take account of what you're feeling in that moment or what you're thinking about. Also look at the time when you see that angel, that feather, which is like a message from spirit, like your angels are letting you know they're with you. But there's messages being conveyed and communicated to you. That's why it's important to meditate. That's why it's important to ground yourself so that you can receive those downloads, those divine interventions. Next, we have K. So I'm hearing king. I'm hearing be kind. That's why forgiveness is here. It's like, forgiveness and learning. So it's like be kind. You don't have to be harsh. You don't have to be judgmental. You could show forgiveness, but kindness is also, expected of you. I'm hearing the name Keisha. I'm hearing Kevon, Keyshawn, Kevin, Kyle, Kenny. I'm hearing Kyrie. I'm hearing the name King again. So some of you masculines, there's a king. Like, remember we had the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So you could be attracting, multiple people to you. The King of Swords could also be very abrasive, So, I'm hearing keep it cute. Don't let anybody bait you. Don't. I'm also hearing Karen. Beware of Karens. Beware of Kens. Because there could be somebody minding your business or trying to be argumentative, someone who feels like they're superior. And I hear Karen. I heard Keisha. I'm hearing I heard Kelly. Casey. And we have Archangel Gabriel twice. So there is definitely some messages coming through. So Archangel Gabriel came out again. So this is just double confirmation that you have some messages that are coming through. I'm also getting Gabriel here as well. So 3 messages of, Archangel Gabriel could potentially be coming through to, bring about some truth, some answers that maybe some of you all have been seeking. Maybe some of you all have come into some sort of truth. I'm hearing kids, even though I don't like to say kids, I like to say children. Because kids reference, animals. When you say kids, that's speaking to animals. So I like to reference children when I'm speaking of children. I say children. But I do feel like, there's definitely also someone walking away due to someone's kids, due to someone's children. Someone was also acting like a kid, acting like a child. All right, I want to get one more message. All right, and we have P. So I heard punk, and as soon as I heard that, I heard punk. I also heard the name Patricia, Patrice, Patrick, Pamela, Penny, Peter, Peterson. Someone could live in Pennsylvania. But I'm also getting a sense of I was just speaking to that energy of, someone being very juvenile, very immature, acting like a kid. And that's what the P is, because that deals with the prince. That's that juvenile energy, the prince of knives, or so that's like, that's that younger juvenile energy. But I'm also hearing, protect your peace, protection as well. And keep your business private. Don't reveal your personal business. I'm also hearing parenting, so healing, from, family issues did come out. So some of you could have been dealing with, karmic mothers, fathers, maybe a karmic children's mother or children's father. So you may be dealing with, like, the mother or father to your children. And I'm hearing keep the peace. And some of you, the way you keep the peace is just protecting your peace, And I'm hearing just setting up boundaries. Don't let anyone overstep your boundaries. And we have Q here, so Queen. I'm hearing be quiet, shh. Like, use this time to sit in silence, to really go within. I'm hearing something's coming quickly as well. Quickly. Unexpectedly. But this is your reading, my beloved Scorpios. I hope the messages resonated. If you found that it did, please be kind. Hit the like button, the share. Definitely hit the bell notification so you know whenever I upload. If you are new here, I hope the messages resonated. If you found that they did, please don't be shy. Hit that subscribe. If you are interested in booking a consultation with me, you could check the description box below and click the link. It will take you to my Etsy shop, and you could proceed and book your consultation there. Thank you to all of my beloveds that are returning. You already know what it is. Love is love. Love is love is love. I gave you all extra love because I love you all that much. Thank you so much for tuning in and tapping in. Until next time, send a big fat asheo. Peace.